Hello, Scorpio, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. I want to say during pre-shuffle, I seen friendship and I seen the sun. I feel like this is a big time for you over the course of September where you're going to be developing, maybe meeting some new people, making some new friends, and really building healthier, stronger relationships. Ones, when I see the sun there, really was very warming, touching. It felt great. It felt like a very high vibrational energy. Success, I feel, was in the cards for that. I just feel strongly that whatever I was seeing was talking about meeting new people, more connections, healthier connections, better connections, people who are more like you on a soul level, same morals, values along that line. We are all individual and unique. But this was talking about, it's almost like connecting with your soul tribe. So let's see what message wants to come out of the magical message deck. And the one that wants to come out is sensuality. Express your sensuality. To me, this is really talking about being comfortable in your own skin, being around, connected with people who you feel comfortable around, where you feel really at peace and at one with being your authentic self, right? Not having to hide or act a certain way to, go along, get along, fit in, that sort of thing. Go with the flow, let things happen. So I do feel like there's an energy of some really harmonious things that are going to be taking place over the course of the month of September for you that are really going to, it feels like naturally, like organically meeting new people, connecting with people, building and establishing relationships with new people. Not all the people you meet that will happen with, but there will be the ones that you know are on the same vibration as you, and those will be the ones that you invest the time, energy, and effort into. I feel like whatever I'm seeing here is really talking, again, about being comfortable with who you are, and, people don't have to like it and you don't have to care is the energy I'm feeling with this right now as well. Like those people aren't for you, right? If they're not comfortable with you being your best self, your most authentic self, then them are just not your people, and that's okay, right? We want to just accept that and just keep moving, right? To align with the people who do love you for your authentic self. Those are your tribe. That's your tribe. All right, let's pull some energy from this deck. I forgot what deck this was I'm using. I forgot what deck it is. So I'm not even going to say it because I don't know. A lot of decks. So the first card that comes out is the Six of Air, and this talks about moving forward. This is talking about being spiritually guided or guided in some way towards moving forward, moving ahead, moving in a different direction. At the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Seven of Air, and this is like moving away from these kinds of energies. Seven of Air energy is not a good energy. That is an energy of being around people who are deceptive, manipulated, sneaky, underhanded, like it's not a good energy. And I feel like this is someone who is comfortable, like I said, dancing to the beat of their own drum. And if people can't, even when I see the Seven of Swords, people who don't like to see you smiling or don't like to see you shine or don't like to see you being your best self or your happiest self, right? They will intentionally do things, sabotage things to wipe the smile off your face, like take the wind out of your sails, whatever you want to call it. I don't feel like that's taking place right now because I feel like there's a wind and a sail right here. Like there is something pushing a wave. There's a wave here for you to go with this flow and to move forward into who you authentically are, being comfortable in your own skin and not afraid to move forward and be guided away from those, like in the back of that ship are turbulent water, toxic things that are just no longer serving. So this is a really nice energy already. I'm liking to see this. So let's keep going. Six of Air. What's after the Six of Air? What other energies want to show up to give us information on the month of September? Give us more clarity on the month of September. Oh, all right. Thank you. All right, here we go. It is the Six of Fire. So you got the number 66. I haven't done it with any of these readings, but I'm doing it with you. I'm going to talk about the Six of Fire first. Six of Fire represents like victory, success, overcoming challenges, like being recognized, appreciated, respected, that sort of energy. I just went and grabbed the angel book because like if you've watched my other readings, you know I like to sometimes have this book around to bring out information when it comes to the numbers. So here we go. 66 is responsibility. Create your own response. Even though your life can present many challenges, people and situations that are out of your control, how you respond to them is always your choice. You are being asked to reflect on the small ways you can keep your responses as choices you make rather than automatic reactions. So yeah, it makes me feel tapped right into that Seven of Swords, where it's like, you know, maybe once upon a time you'd pop off and, you know, when somebody was doing something cruel or deceptive or sneaky and this, that, and the third thing. And I feel like you're just changing the way you deal with that. I don't think you're going to be responding. That's part of this moving forward and gaining this victory and success. It's like you're seeing it for what it truly is. You're accepting what it is versus trying to fix it or any other kind of thing, and you're just going to move away from it. And I love when I see this balloon right here, right? It's got a ship on that too. Six of Fire and the Six of Air. Both of them cards have a ship. So this makes me feel like you know, this transformation or this transit that you're on, you're moving forward out. And I feel like out of the mindset and more into the physical realm with the fire. Like I feel like the fire is taking action. The air is like getting the clarity of the mind. The fire is doing something about it, right? So let's keep going. Let's pull some more cards. Give us some more energy. Give us some more energy. Show us more about the month of September. All right. 2 cards came out, so I'm going to just pull them both. And these are going to be the 4 cards that I pull up. So the next one is the Empress with the 10 of Waters. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Earth. There was a challenge. I feel like there was a challenge in your physical realm. And again, this, you know, and it's whatever the Pentacles represent, there's something on the physical realm. Like this could have been in regards to your money, your resources. It could be involving family, but relationships, that sort of thing. And I feel like this is somebody who, again, I'm feeling you're overcoming a challenge. 5 of Earth is a challenge. Like this has been a challenge in the physical realm for you. And I feel like by clearing up the mind space, taking physical action and bringing in the unconditional love and nurturing, and both of these energies at the end, the Empress and that 10 of Water, are representing the highest vibrational frequency, which is pure, authentic, genuine love, right? This is what I feel like you're striving for, what you're working on. And again, it brings me back to this sensuality card at the beginning where I said this is somebody who is really comfortable in their own skin. The Empress is very comfortable in her own skin, right? She loves what she does. She's very nurturing, kind, generous. She's a very beautiful energy, the Empress energy is. And 10 of Waters as well. That's the 10 of Cups. So, you know, you can see that abundance flows through. That's how to acquire. That's how, and it's not like it's, because we can talk about abundance and 9 out of 10 times, most people's mind go right to money, finances, resources, something like that. Venus is the ruler of our love and our money. When we're doing what we love, because we love to do it, because it's from that heart space, from that authenticity of pure love, then all the physical, financial resources just attract in. You attract these things in through that space. So I feel like you're recognizing when your heart is open and at peace, right? You really attract a lot of beautiful things into your life. And I feel like your mind is becoming very clear on when these challenges arise, or recognizing what challenges are altering or disturbing, let me say it like that, disturbing that peace in that heart and in that soul. So, okay, let's clarify some of these energies. All right, Six of Air. Give us some, wow. I cannot. I know you must have heard that card flip. There's a devil. There's a toxicity. This is feeling trapped, bound, stuck to cycles, challenging cycles. I feel like there is a really big recognizing of what those cycles are. I see the goat at the top of this, and I feel like this is somebody who's brought themselves out of a dark space and they're bringing themselves into the light space, right? They're letting go of these. They're disconnecting from them. They're being guided away from them. They're cutting those off. We do have a lunar eclipse, and then we have 2 eclipses coming up. We have one on the 7th. We have another one on the 21st. These are both going to be pretty significant, just because of where they are. It's kind of like this first full moon with this eclipse in Pisces. Pisces on the 12th is a collective level, is a 12th house energy where hidden enemies are going to come to the surface. They're going to be exposed, where 12th house talks about closing out cycles and endings. It's also the house of really recognizing or trusting your intuition. It's a very intuitive house, very spiritual house right there. And I feel like during that full moon, you're really going to get an aha wake up thing that really is the catalyst for you taking action, right? And it's like, as you're doing this, you're overcoming that burden, that 5, that challenge, and reaching these 6, moving away from this, like, taking action towards victory, success, and being appreciated. We got the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck, gaining a lot of wisdom and knowledge throughout this process and this situation. But I do feel that goat has worked their way out of the dark and is into the light and is liberating themselves from those traps, binds, whatever they've felt stuck and chained to that are not for their greater good. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Oops. All right, here's a card that wanted to pop, so I'll grab it. Wow. Ooh, I told you, like this, there she is twice, right? And it's interesting because it's like, as you're releasing, letting go, and coming out of them, those like restrictive energy, like something that's trying to hold you back, the more you're guided forward, the clearer your mind becomes, the more you're able to tap into that Empress energy, that vibration of peace, happiness, joy, being comfortable with who you are. People don't have to like it. You don't have to care. That sort of energy is what this is all showing up to me. But it does really clearly show me that there is this energy of this, whatever is toxic, is a challenge for me that I don't or have to deal with. I don't have to tolerate this. I don't have to accept this. I have to accept it is what it is, but I don't have to accept that it can remain in my life, right? That sort of energy. This is somebody releasing that. They're letting this go. They're taking action to physically move this energy. They're getting out of the mind, getting more into the movement of the energy, the fire, their passion, their drive, their ambition. Next card that shows up is the 4 of Wands, and this talks about success, victory, a very solid foundation. There's something that is taking place that is really going to bring something really stable into your physical realm. Wow, there's Judgment card in reverse. This is that so the Judgment card, this is a negative judgment that's going towards that energy right there. Justice is here. There's been an injustice. So Scorpio, how this fits in your life, you recognize it. Like, I feel like whatever this is that I feel gets brought to the light, that gets brought to your attention, that you have this clarity on, I feel like when you're on the right end of this, like if you're not out there like doing the most, creating challenges, you know, intentionally for you know, to just do bad things, I feel like you know that when this all comes out, there's going to be a negative karma dealt somewhere. I feel like the justice is for you, and that, you know, that karma is going in a different direction. And I feel like it's to whatever that toxic energy is that you were connected to. So we have the Knight of Wands. This is a very fast moving knight. This can be something to be a little cautious of. I'm feeling to say, you know, explain to you that the Knight of Wands can represent an energy that's very flighty, that's in and out. It's, you know, not very stable. It just likes to keep moving and bouncing all over the place and just that sort of thing. I think that is part, like, it feels to me like part of a test. Wow, yeah, Six of Wands right there. Victory, success. We've seen the Six of Wands right there. It's called Six of Fire in that deck, but it's the same card. It's talking about that. So there could be a disruptive energy, right, that wants to come in and sabotage something, sabotage something brand new that you're building, your peace, you know, the unconditional love that you have for yourself. It just feels like that kind of energy to me. Be mindful of that. And I am saying it to you as a word of caution, but I'm really feeling like whoever I'm talking to, you're recognizing this, you see it for what it is. It's like, I don't got time for all this. This just brings chaos, right? That's how it feels to me. Like it's something that is just too much. It just brings chaos. There's no stability in it. There's like I said, a very flighty energy, and I feel like you're recognizing that, and that could be exactly what that is, that energy, right? That toxic energy that you know you got to let go of. You know, it's like, I just feel like that's what that is. So let's keep going. Let's get more energy and clarity on the Empress. The Empress is rejecting something. She's rejecting chaotic energy. She's rejecting anything that doesn't bring peace and harmony and balance. And there is an opportunity for a new beginning for this. So this is a new path. Aces are always new beginnings. This talks, and again, Ace of Cups talks about peace, emotional peace, peace of mind, peace of in your heart, peace in your soul. It just feels like an energy that's authentic. It's, you know, very going with the flow sort of energy. It like organically falls into the flow, the rhythm, whatever this is for you. And I feel like this could very well be, you see her with 3 cups sitting around her in this picture. Let me pull this up. You see the 3 cups sitting around her, right? But she's looking off into the future. This is Cancer energy, right? Cancer represents the home, family, foundation, the place we feel safe, secured, nurtured, and loved. I do feel like she's like not necessarily paying attention to these cups and cups around her that are just like right there. She's looking for a bigger cup, and it's not like she's greedy. It's nothing like that, but it's like she wants, you know, authentic. She wants what's rare. Like this, even when you see it in here right there, surrounded by the flowers, like it's something that brings peace. It's real. I feel like she's rejecting the energies that are around her. And again, cups represent feelings. They represent relationships. So you'll know what that is. And I do feel like she's just seeing, you know, like she wants to fill a big cup. She has a big heart. She wants to have that cup overflowing, and it's like these little scraggly cups just are not doing it for whatever reason. They could be empty, right? Empty cups, empty vessels. Whether, you know, you'll know how to take this. So I'm going to keep going. Give me one more card to give me more information and clarity on this Empress energy. Give me one more card. This Empress is not just settling for what's right there around her. She's going for the real deal. She wants the real deal. That's just it. Whatever this means for you. Career-wise, relationship-wise. Oops, right. Oh, look at this. All right, so this is a card that fell out, and it was the Three of Cups, right? And that's what's sitting around her. Three of Cups is sitting around her. She's dumping those cups out. She's not, you know, there's a Cancer energy. And again, it's got Mercury in there, retrograde, because it's, you know, this card is reversed right now. So there could be information that's coming out where she's gaining some sort of insight, awareness. I'm feeling like she already intuitively knew, you know, with these, like, I feel, I don't know why, I feel like saying, like, fake love offers, empty love offers, empty, like non-emotionally satisfying relationships is really what it's saying to me. And there's the Magician manifestation, and look, there's Mercury right there, upright. So I feel like she is waiting, and she is manifesting that Ace of Cups, that true, authentic soul, spirit, connection, friendships, whatever this is. It does feel a lot to me like it's in regards to friendships, relationships, that sort of things where there's an emotional investment. I feel like maybe she has invested in a lot of empty cups, like, you know, that's just what I'm feeling. So you can leave me a comment and let me know how this resonates. So let's look at this Ten of Water. Give me some energy. Oops, on the Ten of Water. The Ten of Water is, and it is interesting to feel what I'm feeling from this card. So this card flew out. I had to go chase that down. Is the Four of Pentacles. And when you look at this card, right, you see this little squirrel. It's like he's stashing, he's saving for a rainy day. You see Capricorn over here as well. You know, I feel with this energy is someone is preparing, saving, stockpiling. They're collecting whatever it is that they're collecting. You'll know what this means for you. And they're saving it. It's like a lot of times this can say being blocked or blocking. But with this energy, I'm feeling like it's like they're building a nest egg and they're saving it, right? They're saving it for the authentic, for the Ten of Water, for the Ten of Cups, for the ultimate, you know. So, oh, bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy sitting right there. So I do feel like this is somebody who's just working really hard, or working hard and focused on the, like, I feel more investing their time, energy, and effort into things of value, you know, emotional fulfillment, nurturing, healthy, loving, kind, that sort of energy. And they're not just, you know, giving, like, doing, I feel like they're just saving. I feel like they're saving for an authentic, real situation with whatever that is. I feel right now they're content co-creating and building stability, security in their physical realm, and they're ultimately manifesting in something that is emotionally, like, emotionally fulfilling, you know. And you can take that any which way you want, but I do feel whatever I'm seeing here, like I said, someone is feeling good. They're feeling very comfortable in their own skin. Like, they're looking at themselves saying, I am proud of everything you've overcome. I am proud of all the waves you've ridden and how you've risen above and how you've detoxed, whatever it is, from toxic things, situations. You've climbed out. This is like when you ever hear someone said, got themselves out of the mud. This is somebody who took themselves out of that mud. They, you know, learned, I feel like, their value, recognized their value, and stopped giving, you know, being short with that energy. So we have the Death card that's showing up in reverse, and there's an Ace of Cups upright. Queen of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. So again, somebody very confident in who they are, and really having an amazing amount of strength. I want to know why the Death card is here. because I feel like that Ace of Cups is that Ace of Cups that's, we've already seen it on the bottom of the deck. I picked it out over here talking about it. Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups. But why is a Death card here? This feels to me like a toxic attachment or a toxic situation that doesn't necessarily want something to end. That's what it feels like to me. I don't feel like it's on this energies, what that energy is calling in or wanting, but I do feel like there's something that doesn't want to let go. You know, to see the Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Wow, Star card. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. Wow. So with that Death card in reverse, I mean, for some of you, if this was if this is in regards to a relationship and the Death card is in reverse here, this could indicate that there's going to be a healing of a situation, that it's not permanently over, that there will be a new beginning. For others of you, there is something, and this is where you're going to use that discernment. This is where you're going to have that clear mind and know on a soul level with what is toxic, what is challenging for you, and what you need to release and let go of in order to heal that, or have already healed that. And then you're on this chart, you know, for a new beginning. What's underneath there? Ace of Wands to the Two of Wands. This is somebody who's going to have a new beginning and make a choice and a decision. It's in, I feel like it's in, look at this, in regards to love. And then the Judgment card is upright on the bottom of that, like receive a favorable judgment, as far as a result of, I feel, overcoming, like they've overcame this challenge and reached the success of this by, again, aligning with peace, love, harmony, authenticity, organic unfolding of things. I hope this serves you well. Please leave me a comment. I send you peace, blessings, love, and light.